I think Dries has had some key mistouches or whiffs that could have generated good pressure for G2. So if he locks it up, you saw how he played in Series 1.
Oh, yeah.
If he can lock it up and find those quality touches again, G2 will be just as big of a threat as they were in that first series. But they got a long journey ahead of them on the road to the reverse sweep. Underway on Wasteland Night.
The phone is ringing. Will Dries answer the call, Jorby? I think it's gonna happen. I think we get Game 7. I'm gonna say it just because I really want it. I want
That's
to
an
go
early
to
Game 7 call, Turtle. I'm dangerous.
Come on, man. Believe in something.
Just want the most quality Rocket League possible.
Absolutely.
And Dries gonna pop this one up for his team. Dries made a couple of car switches, trying to keep that mental clean. Oh, that's almost in, but Squishy grabs it. It bounced off the post. Justin got the save.
I am concerned, though, with the amount of goal line saves. Like, we were seeing NRG get these saves, these types of pre-jump, crazy, spectacular saves against Team Envy. And now G2, they're seeing this happen. Do they get too eager and desperate to put some shots in? That's what led, in my opinion, to that full sweep in the last series. They were getting frustrated and they just decided to put every touch on net. How do they respond and handle those goal line saves from NRG this time?
Well, so far they have to get the ball out on defense. That one in the corner off the post. Justin's shot denied by Dries. Chicago picked up a few small pads, got a power shot out to Dries, but it's just going to drop down. And Squishy will carefully handle this ball. And a good little pinch out. Garrett tried to find the read on the dunk. Justin up for this. Read Chicago in midfield. And that buys time for NRG. They needed Justin to get that touch.
I wonder what the nerves are like for NRG. A ticket to Sweden is on the line. Will somebody step up from NRG? We were talking about Dries from G2. Garrett G was leading the way in the last series. Will that happen again, or maybe we'll see the young prodigy Justin step up himself?
Good touch from Squishy to Justin. Justin feathering the boost. Gets underneath on the flip reset, but it's taken away by J-Naps. Dries next up. Double commit from G2. Squishy ended up winning that 50. Garrett got all day to look at this. Pass in front to Justin. Goal blocked by Chicago. They just got to get this ball. G2 need a clear because that's Squishy's ball on target, taken away by J-Naps. Squishy opts for the ball instead of the boost. And it's going to work out. G2, it's getting tied up together in this corner. They got to be careful. They start to spread out now. Garrett wants that bump. Oh no, G2 messed up on the goal line. Oh!
It's not in. It's not in.
Is it going to go in?
Whoa.
Yes! NRG and a capital punishment on the G2.
I thought for a slight moment Chicago would be the G2 defensive savior yet again. He just got a pre-jump. He went for the backwards flip to try to scoop that ball out of the goal line. But it was just too deadly, too dangerous of a situation. NRG score first.
Here it comes again. G2 trying to get that tying goal quickly. You do not want to give NRG any comfort with a 1-goal lead. Look at Squishy. Moves around. You can't bump him off the ball.
Yeah.
Justin puts that off the corner. He's still going to try for that 50, but Dries wins this one big.
Oh, and a big miss.
Chicago and just can't find the touch. J-Nap's going to make up for it with a clear downfield. In fact, he might even get a 50, but that's a tough ball. Look at Garrett just roaming around trying to force Chicago out of the rotation. Dries also harassed, and Chicago can force the next 50, but look how much time is already shaved off the clock. Less than 2 minutes to go. Light shot. It's got to be better than that from G2.
And Squishy has so much boost here. I'm getting flashbacks to the FaZe versus NRG grand final in the first regional event. Squishy barely had any boost, and we did see FaZe come away with the win, but it is the opposite story. He is third man with a full tank, and look at him go right here in the air to secure maybe the second goal. Things looking good for NRG.
G2 need some energy off this counterattack. They haven't been able to get any attack going. Only 2 shots on net. Compare that to the 12 from NRG, and they just might put in insurance. Justin does it again! 2-0. NRG looking at Sweden.
And this might just be the goal that sends them to Sweden. The security that NRG had been waiting for. They get it, and it's all thanks to Justin.
A minute 18 left for G2. They have 9 saves as a team, 3 apiece.
Here we go.
Saves are great, but you'd love to see something in the goal column. Chicago forces the 50. J-Nap's up for this, and he missed. Nobody got the touch.
And that's ideal for NRG. If you go up and both of them are expecting a touch, and it just floats back down. All that valuable time wasted off the clock. G2 have got to put in some work. This could do it. JNAP's around one, not around the second one, and the follow-up is wide.
No
Corby
way!
Freeze with the miss. He needed that shot.
No way G2 misses that ball. That's the one that has to go in. Here comes another one. Drees
Another
doesn't
one.
get a bump, but there's another defender in there on the post.
What?
Chicago can't get there either. NRG, they're unbreakable. Can G2 do it this time? JNAPS, no, he can't.
Oh,
He missed the ball. G2 are completely out of sorts. They can't even find a touch. They can't find anything against this NRG team. 20 seconds left on Wasteland Night. Another clear for NRG.
Where is the accuracy, G2? They've got 12 seconds to stop NRG from making it to Sweden, and it looks like this one just might float down to the ground.
Time expiring, headed to 0. A formality now, the ball is in the air.
Oh,
but as
my
soon as it
goodness.
touches the ground, NRG punch their tickets to Sweden.
They battled back against Team Envy, breaking their 7-game curse against former teammate Turbo Pulsa, and now they've continued their win streak all the way through to the grand finals.
All
Look at the
smiles for
smiles.
Justin. You saw the applause from him, and
Oh, man.
absolutely deserve a round of applause from that grand finals performance. That was impressive from NRG.